If someone told you there was a road with 4 major volcanoes, a waterfall that leaks out of a cliff, a lake so blue your camera thinks it's cheating, and a hotel where you sleep in a caboose, would you believe them? Neither did we. Today we're driving the Volcanic Legacy Scenic Byway, 500 miles through Northern California and Southern Oregon, to find out if this might secretly be one of the greatest road trips in America. And in the end, we'll even score it against Highway 395, our current champion. So buckle up, because this road has literally exploded before. We start in Susanville, California. If you're traveling in winter, you'll have to bypass part of the Lassen Volcanic National Park because the snow closes the highway. But honestly, don't. Come when the park is open between June through October depending on snowfall. Skipping Lassen would be like visiting Disneyland and deciding the parking lot was good enough. Lassen Volcanic is one of America's most underrated national parks. It's Yosemite's quieter cousin. Same geothermal weirdness, far fewer tour buses. Much better odds of hearing birds instead of someone explaining cryptocurrency at full volume. Seriously, Yellowstone gets over 4 million visitors every year. Lassen gets only a small fraction of that, which means instead of crowds, you get something increasingly rare, peace and quiet. Steam rises from the ground. Mud boils. Mountains smoke. The earth occasionally sounds like it's making coffee. And somehow, people still don't know this place exists. Here's something that made our inner science nerd very happy. Lassen is one of the only places on Earth where you can see all 4 major volcano types in one park. Composite volcanoes, shield volcanoes, cinder cones, plug domes. Did we know what a plug dome was before this trip? Absolutely not. Did we pretend we did after Googling it? Absolutely yes. And wait until you see what happens when one of these volcanoes blows itself apart, because the finale is unbelievable and we get to see it at the end of our drive. The park's biggest attraction is called Bumpass Hell, which sounds less like a national park attraction and more like a nickname for Monday mornings or a fraternity hazing ritual. It's actually the park's largest geothermal area, 16 acres of boiling mud, steaming fumaroles, acid pools, and enough sulfur to convince your nose someone went through a lot of matches trying to light this place up. The sound of escaping steam felt like the Earth's relief valve blew and it was averting a bigger catastrophe. Thankfully, there's a boardwalk, because stepping off it would be a spectacularly bad life decision. Those pools and steam vents are hot enough to cause severe burns in seconds. The place is named after Kendall Bumpass, who accidentally stepped through the thin crust while exploring here. He survived. His leg didn't have nearly as good of a day. Imagine making one mistake and everyone remembers you forever. Oops. Congratulations! We've named the accident after you. He joins the pantheon of Parkinson, Alzheimer, and guillotine for having unfortunate things named after them. Bummer. Driving through Lassen is almost as impressive as hiking it. Every 10 minutes, the scenery completely changes. Dense forest, lava fields, alpine lakes, snowbanks. It feels like somebody stitched together 4 national parks and forgot to blend the edges. Then, near the end of the park road, everything slows down. Manzanita Lake. On calm days, Lassen Peak reflects perfectly in the water. There are uglier places to look than here. Yeah. We'll find them, and we'll photograph them, because that's what we do. It's so peaceful. You'll briefly consider becoming one of those people who wake up before sunrise voluntarily. Then you'll remember alarms exist, and decide sunset works too. Whether you're kayaking, walking, or simply sitting in the shade, this place practically forces your blood pressure down. Kathy's hiked all the way into the backcountry. What she doesn't know, it's right by the park entrance. After being wowed all day, we checked into Highland Ranch Resort. We've learned something after years of road trips. Sometimes the hotel becomes one of your favorite attractions. Our cabin overlooked open pasture and included a private hot tub. Now, most resorts advertise ocean views, golf course views. This one came with the obligatory mountain views and curious cows. They wandered over while we were soaking, apparently conducting quality control. Fortunately, they kept their opinions about our swimsuits to themselves, at least we think they did. The restaurant deserves a special mention, especially the bread pudding. Calling it bread pudding feels unfair. It's like an apple fritter and bread pudding formed a delicious little dessert alliance. We're not usually dessert people. This one was worth the months of snacking on carrot sticks, though. Across the road, Frank's made fantastic wraps that became our trail lunches. We'll link our full Lassen video below, because there's no way we could fit in everything into this one. Our next stop completely lives up to the hype, Burney Falls. President Theodore Roosevelt called it the 8th wonder of the world when he visited in 1903. Usually when politicians exaggerate, you should be skeptical. This time, he may have actually undersold it. The waterfall drops 129 feet. That alone wouldn't make your head turn in Yosemite Valley. But here's the magic. Thousands of gallons pour directly through the volcanic cliff itself. The mountain literally leaks. It's as though Mother Nature couldn't decide on where to start the waterfall. Pictures look amazing. Standing there, feeling the cool mist, hearing the roar is something entirely different. One warning, this place is no secret. Summer weekends are packed. Reservations are often required. Trust us, it's much more fun staring at the waterfall than looking at a park full sign, all the while questioning your planning skills. Check the park's website before you go. Eventually, Mount Shasta begins appearing on the horizon and just keeps getting bigger. It's over 14,000 feet tall, nearly 11,000 feet rise from the surrounding landscape. There's no sneaking up on Mount Shasta. It's basically California's way of saying, oh, you'll notice me. It reminded us of Mount Rainier, except somebody dragged it several hundred miles south into better weather where you can see it more often. Just off the Scenic Byway, we found one of the most unusual overnight stops, the Jubilee Railroad Hotel. You sleep inside real cabooses. Apparently the plural is cabooses, not caboose, which honestly feels like a missed opportunity in the English language. Luxury? No, unless you're a hobo used to sleeping in an open boxcar. Memorable? Absolutely. Kids will love it. Railroad fans will love it. Anyone wanting marble bathrooms? Should probably keep driving. The food is excellent and served in a fancy Pullman car. Castle Crags provides a spectacular backdrop for the park. Sometimes quirky beats fancy. And now we're heading towards the bluest lake we've ever seen. Then the road passes into Oregon past Klamath Falls and Klamath Lake, climbs a seemingly innocuous wooded hill, then you see it. Crater Lake. And suddenly every photograph you've ever seen makes sense. Because somehow it's even bluer in person. Our cameras kept trying to fix the white balance. No, camera, we kept telling, it's actually that blue. Nearly 7,700 years ago, Mount Mazama erupted so violently, the mountain collapsed into itself. Nature then spent thousands of years filling the crater with rain and snow. The result? America's deepest lake, nearly 2,000 feet deep, and astonishingly clear. Driving the rim drive becomes a self-delusional game. I promise, just one more overlook. 10 overlooks later, you're still stopping. Wizard Island. Phantom Ship. Sheer cliffs. Every viewpoint somehow tops the previous one. There's one trail that leads down to the water, but it's now closed for a couple of years for maintenance. Some people call Crater Lake National Park a one-trick pony. Sure, but if your one trick is looking like one of the most beautiful places on Earth, that's a pretty good trick. If you're continuing north, Bend, Oregon makes a terrific next stop. We stayed at the Campfire Hotel, which exceeded every expectation. Nice rooms, great pool, excellent food. Outstanding cold-pressed fruit juices. Sometimes the places you book because they're convenient end up being highlights all by themselves. This road reminded us why we love road trips. Some highways simply connect destinations, the best ones become the destination. Volcanoes, geothermal wonders, waterfalls, towering mountains, the deepest lake in America, and apparently judgmental cows. Not bad for 500 miles over gorgeous roads. In our Scenic Road series, Highway 395 has been the road to beat. So where does the Volcanic Legacy Scenic Byway rank? Here's how it did against our best road criteria. A solid score which would consider anything over 60 points as a must visit. Plan a Northern California and Southern Oregon adventure. Don't rush through it. Take the scenic route. You'll come home with better stories, better photos, and probably a renewed appreciation for geology, which, let's be honest, is something few vacations can promise. If you enjoyed the adventure, hit like. Subscribe for more videos bringing you stories from a slightly bent perspective. And tell us in the comments, what sites along the way did we miss? Which scenic road deserves to challenge Highway 395 next? We'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching.